Honorable Speaker, Sir, Additional Chief Secretary, Sir, Dr. Lakshmanan, Sir, Adil Khan, Sir, galaxy of dignitaries sitting in the front rows, and their audience, and also the representative of this organizer, Business Northeast. I am from airport. I don't think many conclave happens where airport comes and speaks. But the very fact is, this conclave will not be completed if airport doesn't cooperate. So probably I have this chance to share something about airport. Very interestingly, business and airport goes hand in hand. The philosophy is, in order to grow business, airport must support, I said. And in order to grow the airport, the business must support. It is give and take relation. Click it. Yeah, click again. Click again. The essence will go. Anyway, so it says that between airport development and economic growth proceeds hand in hand. It is a very, very generic philosophy. But how are they related to each other? It's very important. You know, civil aviation, the international regulatory is ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization. And International Civil Organization has calculated it out, how an airport supports other business in that area the civil aviation connects. It says that when in civil aviation $100 is spent, it brings the business of $325 in that area. Similarly, it says when civil aviation requires 100 persons, it implies that 610 persons requirement is created in that area. So it is calculated it out, and you can make it, you can come to the conclusion of how closely it is related to. The impact of air transportation component of the world economic output is 4.5%. It is a perceptible one, it's a noticeable one. In India also there was a study by Oxford Economics in 2009 when it was found that direct and catalytic impact I mean it is not airport alone but the entire industry. So direct and catalytic impact of Indian aviation industry on a national GDP is 1.5%. And in 2015, airport segment of India contributed 1.4 billion to GDP and offered 22,000 direct employment in airport sector. In 2014, IATA has predicted that at that point of time, in the global scenario, Indian aviation market was at 9th position. And they said that by 2024, India will jump to the 3rd position. And today, India has already reached that position. The global growth of domestic passenger is 5.4%. And you'll be surprised to know India is growing at the fastest rate, that is 21.5% before COVID. So you can understand how fast Indian aviation is growing or Indian airports are growing. In fact, it is not airport alone. Airport alone cannot grow if the other stakeholders in the industry doesn't grow. Now, how does it affect or what should be for Guwahati Airport. So what is our plan? You know, last 8th of October, there was a transition of LGBI airport, changing from Airports Authority of India to Guwahati International Airport Limited. In plain language, it has changed from government setup to private setup. Along with Guwahati, 6 major airports also got privatized. And you know, successfully Adani Group has owned the bid, and they have started operating these 6 airports, and subsequently they have also got the stake of Mumbai Airport, and now Adani Group is running 7 airports in the country. Guwahati is one of them. So what is our vision? What is our plan? As I said, it is an essential requirement that with the business, additional Chief Secretary Sir has said that Guwahati is an emerging market, it's an emerging business, and eventually the business is to be supported. So what is the plan of ours? That is why I am here to share with you. Northeast region has 20 airstrip or airport available. Out of that, 15 are in working conditions. Northeast needs a reliable air transportation system. We have a privilege. In Northeast region, we get sunlight much before than the rest of the country. It implies that Northeast region can conduct visual flight much before than the rest of the country. Why not we can connect all these small airports by 9 o'clock of the day, and all the passengers come to Guwahati, flock together, and Guwahati may be connected with the major cities of the country. You might say that you are speaking for the benefit of your airport. Let us assume that you plan a Airbus 320 for Dimapur. Do you think the route will sustain? Do you have the demand of 160 passengers from Dimapur to the major cities of the country? Perhaps not. So we can connect all these airports of the Northeast by small aircraft. Government supports with Udan scheme. There may be a helicopter services. By 9 o'clock, if the citizen of these states can flock together at Guwahati and goes to the major cities and again come back in the evening, stay the night at Guwahati, and next day morning they can reach their hometown. It is practically possible. So, the vision of ours is anybody from Northeast can touch a major city in the country and come back home within 24 hours. I am airport operator. Can I do so? No. So for that, we need the support of many agencies, including the first airlines. And government, let me tell you frankly that the dynamism of the government, the dynamism of the Honorable Chief Minister is unparalleled. Right from the day one, airport is getting the very close cooperation, close support of government of Assam. And if airport cannot grow during this time, airport will never grow. So our vision is in domestic sector, anybody from the Northeast should connect a major city of the country and come back home within 24 hours. It will take time. We are showing the seed, and fruits will definitely be there. It is the requirement of the business. And one of the examples that it will come true is this conclave itself. You are thinking of business. You need connectivity, and we are there to connect. What is our vision about international travel. Why the people of Northeast need to take a U-turn to the east? Secretary Sir said, look east policy. Yes, we wish the citizen of Northeast will go to east without taking an U-turn. Rather, the passengers from Bhubaneswar, passengers from Kolkata, passengers from Ranchi, passengers from Patna will come to Guwahati to travel to the east. By doing so, it will be economically viable, the ticket will be cheaper, and it will take less time than you make an U-turn through any major cities. So our international vision is no U-turn to the east from the Northeast. Definitely it will take time, but if we work together, it is possible. Government policies are supporting, conducive. And last but not least is this land, sub-Himalayan range is fertile. It has many rare products. It has a huge market of perishable cargo. So can we work together and give a fillip to the cargo market? You'll be surprised to know in India, in a global scenario of cargo business, India's share is only 1%. So our vision of cargo is that we, jointly with Government of Assam, will develop a community of farmers. They will grow the vegetables which is accepted at international market, and airport will be developing something called cargo collection center. They will grow and they will give the product there. The product will come to Guwahati Airport overnight. Quality checks will be done, packaging will be done, and by 10 o'clock it should be out of Guwahati to the major cities of the country or maybe outside. What is the vision? Plug to pen, 24 hours. And it is possible. So that is why we propose that all these places, it is not exhaustive, it is indicative. All these places, we will be developing that cargo collection center, a community of farmers, and perishable cargo vegetables will brought to the airport and it will be transported out. Now, if you see, Northeast has certain privileges. What are all those? Varieties of rice and rice product. I have seen other countries, the Asian countries are doing very good business about bara saul, sticky rice, but not in Assam. Why? Can we do that? And different kind of, that black rice, very popular in Manipur. I heard that king of Manipur used to eat it. Why we cannot do the publicity and do the marketing of that rice? There are varieties, a long range of rice. And also different quality of tea, no explanation is required, right? Also the most powerful spice, bhut jolokia, who doesn't know? Everybody knows. And the finest quality of ginger. I heard Nagaland produces the best quality of ginger in the world. And also the special type of other products like lemon, kazinemu. Also the varieties of fruits, pineapple, leteku, jackfruits, all these are rare products. And it has the demand. What we need is, we need a structured way of marketing and structured way of transportation. And also varieties of orchid, probably Northeast is the largest producer of orchid in the country. And last but not least, I have already said about vegetables. The vegetable price comes down in the Northeast noticeably, comes to ₹5, ₹2, etc. So can we produce, which is acceptable to international market, and do the business. So very soon we are going to start cargo business, means airport operator is going to do the cargo business at Guwahati Airport, and our vision is so that we will be developing the cargo market in the region. It is our commitment to the government of Assam, then we will be working together. Click kori diokson. Okay, challenging of Guwahati Airport. I have said big things, A karunga, O karunga. But what are the challenges? The first challenge of Guwahati Airport is we need a bigger terminal. The peak hour capacity of the existing terminal is 450. And during the peak hours, we handle 1,300 passengers. That is why I am very sure your experience at airport is not very bright. You must have seen the condition. We need a passenger terminal urgently. Airports Authority of India has already started a state-of-the-art terminal, estimating 1,232 crore rupees, and it is going on. We are zeroing in our effort to get it commissioned by mid-2024, and it is 5 times bigger than the existing one. Is it enough? Is it the only challenge our airport, Guwahati Airport, has it? No. The badly required is a parallel taxi track. What is that? When an aircraft lands, goes to the end of the runway, in Guwahati it comes back in the same runway to the mid of it, then enters into the apron. Means the entire process takes more runway occupation time. It brings down the capacity of the airport. In other airport, modern airport, you must have experienced that soon after landing, with full speed, it can come out to something similar to the runway called parallel taxiway. So one parallel taxiway is the need of our. Now we can handle only 9 aircraft. Total 18 movements is our peak hour capacity. And when we have one parallel taxiway, the capacity will go to 34. So in our master planning, we are factoring it that within 2 years, we will be having a parallel taxiway of the equal length of the runway. Present runway length is 3,105 meters. We are going to expand it by 550 meters. And the parallel taxi will also be of equal length. Need of the hour of Guwahati Airport. It has to grow to ensure that your business grows. Next is RET, rapid exit taxiway. When a parallel taxiway is there, the aircraft should come in the runway, and it has an inclined way of coming out with the speed. It is called a rapid exit taxiway. So if you need parallel taxiway, you need a rapid exit taxiway also. Last but not least is the approach lighting system, very unpleasant subject. Guwahati Airport was operational, was started in 1958. It is equipped with Category 1 instrument landing system. Category 1 instrument landing system requires visibility of only 550 meters to land. Only 550 meters to land. But unfortunately, Guwahati needs 1,300 meters. Why? Because the instrument landing system needs to be supported by a line of light of 900 meters. And that 900 meters, we have only 180 meters. Established in 1958, and I am talking now in 2022. So, our priority is we will extend this approach lighting system up to 900 meters. There are challenges. There is a low-lying area in Indian Air Force. Talk is on. we are going to take the land for installing elevated approach lighting system. Beyond that, there is a village. Villagers say, no land. We have been giving land since 1962. We don't believe you. We are not going to give you permission. We need a suggestion. What to do? We want to grow. Airport has to grow. And when airport grows, general citizen has to take some pain if required. But 900 is essential. Or in the morning or in the evening, it is like we close the airport. When there is a cloudy sky, visibility goes down to 1,300, aircraft gets diverted. No. We have to bring it down to 550, approach lighting system. So these are some major tasks we are taking in hand. And we are planning that while inaugurating the new terminal in 2024, mid-2024, these works will be completed. Please bless us, help us, support us that we should do this one. It is for the sake of yours. Next. So there are some visuals. The upcoming terminal, it is a very good design. It is a design to withstand during earthquake. Seismic zone 5 we belong to. So that is why it's a very interesting design. I have never seen in other airports, but it is adopted here. So the airport will be looking like, if you stand in the ground and see, it is just like an aircraft with both the wings. And I mentioned that it is 5 times bigger. This is 20,000 square meter of floor area, which is 1 lakh, it's written there, 1,02,500 square meter area, quite bigger one. It's a 5-floor building. Something similar to Hyderabad airport. Yes, so 5-floor I say, basement, arrival, mezzanine, departure, then commercial, all this like Delhi food courts and all 1 floor. And this is the plan. Next is, please see, it's very interesting. So in future, so every airport has a master plan, and the standard duration of developing the master plan is 20 years. But since Adani will be operating this for 50 years, so we have developed the master plan for 50 years. So there are phases. Every 7 years is a phase. So there are phases. So by 2034, okay, the airport will look like this. There will be total 59 contact stand, 30 remote stand. There will be cargo, separate cargo stand 6, and also general aviation terminal. General aviation terminal is the terminal operated by small aircraft. It is a, in fact, you know, in India now it is a trend that general aviation is increasing. There are a lot of small aircraft, right? So for small aircraft, there will be a separate terminal. It is also a state requirement to handle VVIPs. So we are planning that existing terminal probably will be converted. Master plan is not yet complete. Will be converted into a general aviation terminal. So all together, these are the stand we'll be having. You must have seen. So at the end, you have seen the parallel taxiway is taking a small bend. It is no more taxiway. It is called. No more parallel taxiway. It is a taxiway because the approach funnel is there. As you know, Brahmaputra is towards east. Wind is always from Brahmaputra side, and aircraft always lands opposite to the wind. So 98% of our arrival is always from Meghalaya side, right? So that approach funnel, the facility given, na? So that is why it has to be slightly bent. So that green portion, the green portion is the number 1. Green portion is the terminal building which is coming up in front of Kiran Sri Hotel. So this is the plan. We hope if it comes, it will give catalytic help to your business. Last. Yeah, this is the runway. This is the parallel taxiway. So these are the rapid exit taxiway. I talked about approach lighting system. This is the condition now. The blue is the called Padmalek area, which is in Indian Air Force. Air Force has agreed to give it to us for installation. So the ray of light will be coming like this. Next. it will be looking like something. It is for not category 1, it is for category 3. Will be category 1, means our visibility requirement will be 550. It will come down from 1300 to 550. So something like this only, not exactly same. Next. So airport development alone will not be called that airport is developed, provided the other stakeholders of the industry don't develop. So who are all? Next. So essential government services, you know, though it is a private airport, air navigation services are with Airports Authority of India. Means the control of the aircraft and the facility for traveling an aircraft from one point to another, known as navigational aid, these two are given by Airports Authority of India. So it has to be augmented accordingly. Similarly, the meteorological service, every airport mandatorily requires to publish weather condition every 30 minutes. It is a requirement of International Civil Aviation Organization following Annex 3. Means sitting here, you will come to know any airport across the world what is their weather condition, right? So here also meteorological services we already have, but if really requires this to be augmented. Then the border control immigration system, you know that current terminal, today Hajj operation is started, Hajj flights are coming. The naam ka waste jo bolte hai Hindi mein, it is like that only we have the facilities. So we need to augment it. Government of Assam has also that international Udan scheme is planning. So probably 4 or 5 routes if we get, we need to have a better terminal. I forgot to mention one thing, not only of the business, but also the tourism, right? Northeast, we had tea, we had oil and natural gases, and now we are constrained to think about how we will be surviving, what will be our resources, and we look to tourism industry. Tourism industry has to develop in this area. It is the future of this area. We have a beautiful river, Brahmaputra, needs to be monetized. There are beautiful, scenic, beautiful scenes of the tea garden. All this needs to be monetized. We need the infrastructure, step by step, right? And then tourism has to improve. And for tourism also, we need to have better connectivity. We need to have a reliable air transport system. I am emphasizing the word reliable, because many of you might be saying, we already have it. We already have the connectivity, but sometimes, most of the times, aircraft gets cancelled, correct? We need a reliable air transport system, very essential for even tourism. So, custom services, health services, APHO, we have APHO, Government of India has granted it, but APHO stays in Shillong. We have to call, there is an international flight, your requirement is there, please come. 3 hours, come down, and we need it here. And security cover, Ministry of Home Affairs, VIP, VVIP, so these are essential requirements, and mostly it is controlled by government. Next, the blue color, the middle one is the airport operator's prerogative, airport operator's responsibility. We have the agreement through which an airport is given to private entity is called OMDA, Operations Management and Development Agreement. So we have the airside management, apron and ramp management, airport operation control center. We have terminal management, land side management, fire services, security services, cargo management, and safety management. These are the major responsibility of private operator. The last block is the service provider. It is basically done by third party under the control of airport operator. Refueling, right? Catering, ground handling, other service provider like housekeeping and all. Then the freight forwarders, food and beverages, retail services, travel and tour operators, taxi operators, all those people work at airport. So all those, we have to keep a holistic view that all has a scope to develop. Then only airport will be developed in real sense. I wish I will get your blessings, get your support, and we will turn Guwahati, Lokpriya, Gopinath, Bordoloi International Airport into a global standard airport with all state-of-the-art facilities. Thank you very much.